Hey, survivors. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day or evening, depending on where you are in the world. Yeah, I just had my day today has really been bad. Just had a bad day today. Now, I got into it. Well, I don't say I got into it, but me and my daughter kind of had a disagreement. And I just really kind of been on edge pretty much all day. And what really triggered me was I mean, I just been having a lot of stuff going on anyway. But what got me was, here it is, my daughter is a hard worker. She has 4 children. And to hear my daughter call her child's father and ask him for $12. Y'all know this man said he had $100, but he's trying to make it last. And then I heard her say, "Well, can I have $6?" By that time, y'all, I was pissed. And I wanted to fucking step in. I wanted to fucking go in. Because one thing you're not going to do, you're not fucking over my daughter. And if whatever she got going on, okay. But when it comes to me as her mom, I'm not going to let no Negro. I don't care who you are. You going to treat my kids bad. If you treat my kids bad, every time you treat them bad, you're going to get that every time. If it ain't me, it's going to be my brothers. And I'm the youngest of 8. So I already know. That's the no-go. So after he said that, y'all, I'm livid. I'm so pissed. Straight. Please don't say nothing. Don't say nothing, because you don't want to mess up and you don't want her to be mad with you, angry with you. I couldn't hold my tongue, y'all. I couldn't. And as soon as she hung up the phone, how I felt about that. Goes on with this story, but guys that don't know your self-worth. And if you don't know your own self-worth, you'll let these men do any motherfucking thing. I'm the mama. That shit ain't gonna fucking fly. You gonna hear me or hear from me. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. You're going to hear it. Help it. That's just her. Child. You are my blood. Nobody's out there. There is nobody. My dog's here. Somebody driving by in a car with music. And they think my dogs think it's my daughter or somebody coming over here. Lord. But y'all, I've been thinking about this thing all day. You know whether I was gonna do a video or not. Not about my daughter. It's about me and how I received that. We do the best that we can to keep our kids safe. And I'm sure there's a lot of mamas that would say this. When y'all get into these relationships with these men, you have to be very smart because you will jeopardize other people's lives that love you. People that love you will put their life on the line for you. To be responsible enough not to get yourself into relationships that cause the person to lose their life. I'm doing something right now, Romeo. I can't do nothing. I'm doing something and I'm not stopping right now. What you want? No. Come here. You want to get back up here? Hold on, y'all. I'm not finna open the door. No. Hold. I gotta go let it down. I can't do nothing. Hey. Oh, I don't even know if y'all can hear me. I forgot my stuff. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I keep forgetting it's my little iPhone. I got me a new iPhone coming, y'all. An iPhone 16 Max. I think it's iPhone 16 Max. And okay, so what you want? I'm talking about Yorkie now, y'all. I got two Yorkies. But yeah, so here I am, and my kids. I'm from the hood, okay. I'm from the hood. I was raised in the hood. I'm from the hood. People say whatever they want. I don't really care, okay. But I'm from the hood, and I'm sorry. I love my kids. I would go for bats for my kids. Here I come, baby. Here come mama. Hey y'all. Yeah, I'm just tired. I'm just like, I got grown kids issues. Sorry, I've been laying down. I've been really trying to calm down after this because I was like, when I get angry, sometimes it just takes me a second to calm down when I get angry. And I've been upset at him all day. All day. My daughter is going through some things. She has two of his children going through some, they having some hard times, and you can't give her $12. I don't know what to do. I'm like, I can't. Oh no, baby, you need mama white? Okay, I got it for white on your little Yorkie. But yeah, I was like, okay. I was angry. I was so angry. And I think all day I was just kind of snappy. Like, you know, I was talking, but I just left. I left it alone, y'all, because I know me. And the last time I stepped in and tried to do whatever, I didn't talk to my daughter for 8 years. 8 years. I went without my daughter talking to my baby girl, and I don't want to do that again. I don't want to lose her. I don't ever want her to feel that she got to get away from me or something. You know, I just can't. I was like, I can't live with it. So I held my tongue as long as I could, which was until she hung up the phone. And when she hung up the phone, I told her, I said, I said, you know what a man is going to do what you allow him to do. And that's for all y'all young women out there that get into these relationships with these no good men. And any man, if a man is playing a fucking game all motherfucking day, excuse my language for that. I'm sorry, y'all. Where's your brother at? Hold on, let me wipe him. He ain't went to work and he ain't making no money on that game and he done been on that game all day. Shame on you. You wasn't raised in a household where there was a man sitting at a TV, sitting in front of a TV with a game console all day. You ain't making no money. I wouldn't. Me as a woman, I wouldn't. If you ain't making money off of that game, I can see you spending some time in your man cave. After you done worked hard, worked all day, but you can't be here all. Oh, hi, my baby. Hold on, y'all. Got a dry Romeo. And they said we gotta be clean, mama. They do not like not to be clean. Hold on, y'all. I gotta clean. Yes, honey. And I just, I can't deal with it. I don't know how these young women out here just let these men. Hold on, baby. But anyway, it's not even that. Like I said, I don't want to. I'm not telling her story to come at her. I'm telling how I felt about it. Hold on, baby. I know it's cold. Clean. Okay. There we go. Put some smell good. Hold on. Let me finish wiping. Hold on, y'all. My I like to to be stinging, and I don't like them to sting. Hold on, I'm gonna dry it, okay? And but I think I need to that I was just it's been something that's been on my mind, and I kept saying I'm gonna talk to my daughter before I kind of you know cross the line with it, and I hadn't said nothing, but I can't. Uh-oh. I'll get that in a second. Uh, I said, okay, I'm not gonna say that. But I couldn't hold my tongue. And I think the conversation probably should have happened. And I didn't let it happen and just kind of build up. But y'all young ladies out there, y'all gotta quit messing with these men that they don't want you. They don't want you. If you don't know your worth, he showing the hell don't. If he ain't doing nothing to show you, he don't know. He don't want to know your worth. If he ain't showing you his your worth to him, then he don't even want to know it. You are a valuable part of his future, honey. whatever he can, how he can to keep you there. And see, I've always been, I don't know where she get that from, because I wouldn't have it. I ain't never done it, wouldn't do it. And, but you know, anyway, y'all young ladies gotta be careful out there. Y'all get with these men and overexert yourself. You gotta have integrity. Have integrity. You gotta give yourself balance. And I'm saying that my daughter doesn't, because I know she doesn't. But also, I know that these men, and see, y'all don't know that. Y'all young women don't know this. Y'all don't know this. But a lot of these men cast spells. They cast spells on you, and you don't even know it. You think what it is that you be in love, so in love with this man, and you won't understand why you doing things for this man. Doing things that you normally don't do. And I'm saying that from experience. It happened to me. I didn't know it was a spell. And you can't break it until you realize that it is a spell and you need to get out of it. And you'll find yourself emotionally hooked onto a man or attached. You don't even know why. Why you like this man? He ain't he ain't cute. He ain't, in the beginning you didn't even want to be with him. And now you feel like you head over heels for him. For no reason. Yeah, that, my friend, is a spell. Hi, sweetheart. So, you know. But you just gotta know the signs, because these men, they will put spells on you, baby. And this man, when I was how I knew I was under a spell. First of all, when I got with this man, I don't know where my little thing is. Daddy Romeo, y'all go eat your food. You can eat some more of your food. Go on. Hold on, baby. I'm sorry. I'm looking for my phone thing. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll tell y'all the story about the guy who put a love spell on me. And whether you believe it or not, you can say it's psychosis, playing mind games. That's exactly what it is. But a lot of people don't think, or you don't know that it's happening. You don't know. You think that this guy just love you and he doing all these little cute little things like lighting candles and cooking dinner and feeding you and just kissing you on your forehead, on the back of your neck, and oh my God, he doing everything to fulfill love, even whispering in your ear in the middle of the night. Y'all, all that is a spell. It's a spell. So this guy, um, he I shake my head at that, but it happened. So it was this guy. He looked like a little nerd. He was a nerd. So I was just like, I like nerds, because they really got some good conversations. I like talking about science and math and the stars and shit. And usually they like to talk about stuff like that. So he was like that. It was something about him that was just a little different. Like I knew he was a weirdo, but it was okay because he was nerdy. I thought he was a nice person. In other words, nerds are nice to me. And so time went on. So this man, he was, I kept telling him, look, I don't have time for no relationship. And that's the other thing, y'all, ladies, quit telling them about what you don't have time for and this and that because they're calculating. That's a prey.
You ain't got time. You don't want to be. You pushing them away. Stop doing that because that's making them want you or try to pursue you even more. Even if they don't want to be with you, they try to pursue you like that, right?
So,
He would we went to the movies. He would just kept asking me to go out, ask me to go out. And I was like, no, 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 no. I'm busy. I have my grandbabies. I have my first grandson at that time, and I was like, no, and then I gave in. Cause one day I was like, well, I do want to go out, and he's been asking me, so it was just like the timing. He called, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go out. So I went out with this guy. It was, I'm thinking we have an okay time. I don't see the sparks flying, and I wasn't planning on even giving my kids back, which I didn't.
the first time. So,
So he just kept, and after that, I didn't call him. I was like, thank you, okay, we had a good time, blah blah blah, and that was pretty much it. I gave him a hug when he left, and then
um, eventually we began to, get closer and maybe going to his house.
to watch movies. You guys have to be very careful when you go into a lion's den. You don't know
What's
you don't know. So you be careful, ladies. Y'all go over to these men's house, and then they pursue.
the rituals, which it was they making me comfortable.
Okay, we watching the movie. He
Got the
popcorn, or he's cooked a little bit of
dinner, and all this is good, but it's all a process
in the
ritual, okay? And he said, one a couple of months or so it was going on, and he was like, well, I think I'm
falling in love with you. And I kind of laughed. I said, well, I'm sorry. I ain't falling in love. I don't fall that easy. I said, it's cool. I said, everything is great now. Why do you want to bring that in it right now? Let's do it at his house. And, we just kind of done things together.
and one night I was sleeping and
Woke up. I asked him, I said, did you ask me if I love you?
did you say you love me? I was asking.
He was like, no. And I was like, no.
Him. I know I heard him say that, but okay. So I would just kind of
Not paying my mind. And
then, y'all, I promise you,
at least, I think
it was 6 months in, out the blue, he said, I love you. And I said, I love you too. He had, oh,
and another thing he was doing, y'all,
he lit a candle every night. Every night we went to bed, he lit a pink candle. Warlock. He lit that pink candle. And y'all, after I
told him that I love him.
told him that I love him, he stopped lighting that candle. He began to treat me bad. I didn't understand it. I'm like, here, this guy is. He
Asked me to marry him.
told me he loved me, we was looking for a house, you know, everything. And how did I get here? That's what I was saying to myself. Like,
How did I get here?
how did I get to a point like this? I wasn't one to fall.
I didn't want to be in love with nobody. I couldn't even understand why I was in love with him. He didn't
Have nothing that
I was looking for. I wasn't looking for nothing. And
he started being very rude and disrespectful. I couldn't, my feelings never cried so
hard over somebody. I put my right hand to God. I had never done, even with my ex husband. And I loved him. Like, We were high school sweetheart. I love him.
But this guy,
I couldn't understand it.
and one day, sure enough, I was sitting in the car crying.
And I couldn't understand why am I so head over heels for this guy, and why is it so hard for me to,
Just zero him out. Why?
you know,
Because I've always been a
somebody don't want to be in your life, honey. That's a blessing. You take that and you roll with it. But I couldn't understand. So I'm sitting there, I'm crying, and all of a sudden,
it's a spell came across my mind. Just as big as day. It's a spell. It's a spell. And I was like, well, let me look this up. Everything that he's done, I looked that up, and sure enough, it's a love.
spell. It's called a whispering spell.
See, y'all gotta be careful.
Careful, y'all ladies go and be with these men,
And then y'all sleeping in.
in their beds and stuff, and these are warlocks. These are men casting spells. See, you always hear about witches and men
And always saying
you
you,
better watch out for a woman. Baby, you better watch out for a warlock. You better watch out for a man to cast spells.
because if you are vulnerable, like I said, remember,
Remember, I told you he would
do all these things.
that I liked and kind of get my guard down and making me vulnerable and open. You got to watch that.
And open, emotionally open. So, but anyway, I just wanted y'all to know.
Y'all young women out there that think y'all got the power of the powers and get caught up in situations and don't know why you just ready to
Do something to that man.
man or the woman that he don't went on with.
It's a spell. You need to find out what spell it is and break it. That's the only way you can, is to cut it off yourself, to realize what's going on. And if a man don't want you, don't want
Keep on.
you, keep on going. But anyway, survivors, I love you.
I'm going back to bed. I really literally got up and said I need to talk to y'all about this.
I love you.
Remember to change your
Negative thoughts to positive thoughts.
to make it
Choices.